Off we go. Hey, everybody, Mark Herman, a.k.a. LA Bengals fan on most of the major platforms. And I'm joined here with Superfan Heath Goldman for a very special Week 13 recap as we beat the Chiefs for the third straight time. That gets the victory horn, and for a special win, we break out the vintage Mighty Ducks quacker because this was huge. This is now huge. So, ecstatic. I don't know. Help me out here. I mean, I'm just beside myself.
That was an amazing win. I mean, at the end of the first half when we were talking, I really was hoping that we'd take the 3 points. I didn't mind the call, but I didn't like the play call itself.
Right. I didn't either.
At a half a yard north-south, the game is played north-south, and we go east-west on that, 2 yards trying to catch them. They had packed the middle. I get it. But, man, what a great win. And, we were clutch the entire game. As I said to Riley, my son's he was watching the game with us, but he's also doing his college application. So that's why he's not joining us today. But, at the end of the day, we never broke. That defense gave up some long ones, but they never really broke. Yeah. And that was the nice part about the game today.
Yeah, the game started out, so we're up 11. We score touchdowns on our first 2 possessions. We hold the Chiefs to 3, and then and we had a chance to go up that extra score, and we didn't. And then the Chiefs answered, and all of a sudden we were in a dogfight. And then I agree with you. The last 2 minutes when we're inside the 5 and we're in that 4th and half a yard, I don't mind going for it there, but I hated the call to Irwin. And of course, it's Dunlap who rears his head and screws us out of points. And it was just eerily feeling like, the reverse of the championship game last year where we held Kansas City out. So I thought that was going to be a missed opportunity. But and I was frustrated because situationally we didn't get off the field. I mean, we didn't make plays to get off. 3rd down conversion. You look at the Chiefs' second half scoring drive where they scored their first touchdown. I mean, we had an opportunity to intercept them. 3 guys converged on the ball, didn't get it. Then we don't hold Smith-Schuster. I mean, he barely gets the first down, and it was like, and that led to a touchdown. So I was like, situationally, I didn't think we were playing really well, but man, way to hang in there. And then the Boyd drop. I'm just so happy we won because now the not getting the field goal before half is nothing. The 4 points, the 4 points that Boyd cost us. I mean, he's never going to get an easier catch than that.
No,
and he let it get to his face mask, and it was like, oh no! I just desperately hope that doesn't cost us the game. But
the one thing that you and I did talk about today that we need to mention is we need to mention the penalties. There was just some untimely penalties that really occurred in this game that made our lives a little bit difficult, more so than it needed to be.
Yeah, we had 3 penalties in the first half, and I remember all 3. We had the Chase offensive pass interference, we had the DJ Reader personal foul on the extra point, and then we had the taunting by Von Bell. But they all set us back. I mean, it was like all of a sudden we were kicking off from the 20. All of a sudden we were, the Chiefs were kicking off from the 50 or midfield. So it was stuff that just put us back. But like I said, we overcome, and I can't say enough about how clutch Burrow is. That pass after the 2-minute warning on that 3rd and 11, I mean, he gets that in there just so clutch, just Joe Cool.
Well, let's talk about a clutch catch too in traffic by Higgins.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's a great throw by Burrow that we expect that. But, you got to catch that ball in traffic and get that first down, and T did.
Yeah. So, but, I'm looking through my notes here. Bad situational football, but,
We can pretty much end the bads right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something. I went mea culpa a couple weeks ago, and I went mea culpa last week, I think. But I'm going to tell you right now, this team can run the ball. Again, yes. I'm looking forward to seeing Mixon. P. Ryan has been phenomenal. Do not get me wrong, listeners. But I will tell you, if those holes are going to get opened, Mixon is going to break some big ones just because he's that much quicker through the hole typically. P. Ryan gets the yards after catch and after carry, but Mixon is going to be gone if this line keeps blocking this way.
Yeah, Mixon has the breakaway speed that Pirine doesn't. And like I said, early on in the season, when everybody was saying Pirine's better, no, he's not. He's a different kind of runner. He's not better. And Mixon's shortcomings early on were because he wasn't getting any kind of holes being opened. So really, our O-line played outside of the couple Jonah penalties. Our O-line played very well today. This was a hard-fought game. I mean, and we broke. I didn't realize that they were 26 consecutive wins in November, December. That's like over 3 years. The Chiefs. That's absolutely amazing. Obviously, our game last year was in January, so that doesn't figure into that streak. But to to end that streak, I'm just happy. That's unbelievable. Today's game was just really, really an enjoyable game. And now we are going to watch Football Night in America. I mean, we have the tiebreaker against Miami, the tiebreaker against Tennessee, the tiebreaker against the Jets, now the Chiefs, and we get the Bills in week 17. So we can have the tiebreaker against all. We could get the 1 seed if we run the table. If we go 4-1 in our last 5, I mean, we could be sitting there, division champs, the 1 seed. That nobody's mentioning that. They're all talking about the Bills now having the 1 seed, but we're only a game behind them and we play them.
You know, one of the things I heard them say that we have beaten the Chiefs 3 times in 2022.
Yes. Yeah, because it was January 2nd, January 30th, and now today. So we beat Andy Reid 3 times this year.
Now, let's be clear about something here, Mr. Herman. That jersey does not get taken off the rest of the season, God willing.
I was going to wear an orange Burrow jersey today. Okay, I have an orange Burrow jersey. They wore orange, and then I said, "No, this is Von Bell's number, but this is a Delta O'Neal jersey." I said, "No, I wore this one last week when we beat Tennessee, so I'm going to go with the same jersey." So yeah, I've got to say that this is the game day jersey until it's proven wrong. Yes, no. So this is it. But just what a savory win. And I just can't even emphasize enough how clutch this team is. How about the Pratt fumble recovery on Kelsey? I mean, how about holding Kelsey to no catches in the first half? We handled our business today. This was a statement win that I feel bad for the people in Los Angeles. You know, we're sitting here watching the game and I have the Sunday ticket. So it's not we get the game, but LA got the Chargers on one channel and the Rams on the other. The whole rest of the country got this game. So I feel bad for Southern California if they didn't have a way to watch this game, but most of the country watched this and we're for real. We knew it, but now the country knows it.
We knew what we could be. Now we're seeing what we really are, because I will tell you, as I said after that Browns game, that was an atrocity, that team.
Right.
We can make amends on that one too, but and something else to mention, and I don't wish injury on any player. As an athlete myself, that's not what I'm doing. But Lamar Jackson having a bum knee does not bode well for Baltimore.
Yeah, they get Pittsburgh next week. They still have both of their games with the Steelers, and if you don't have Lamar in there, and they were struggling to score points anyway, maybe week 18 doesn't matter. Well, we're going to find out, but we're going to see.
I'd love to win the division, especially starting after a nasty 0-3.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see. I mean, I'm the gambler, so Jake and I'll talk about this Thursday, but I'm really curious to see what the division odds are, because they're going to be different. Yeah, we had a chance 2 weeks ago to bet 3-1, and that's not going to be the case anymore. But hey, I don't care about not having the bet down. Let's win the division.
For sure.
Let's get some home playoff games. But this team was just absolutely, that drive down the stretch was just clutch. It was just clutch.
We've been wondering who was going to step up in the backfield. And it looks like it's just by committee. But I mean, they had a couple of passes, but there was nothing just open and running. I mean, everything was fairly contested back there. I mean, Stanley went up and got a couple against us, but hey, but Hilton was there on one, and I like the way they're playing, and to see the rookie corner, I'm blanking on his name right now.
Cam Taylor Britt.
Britt, yeah.
I mean,
he's actually coming into his own.
Oh, he has looked better and better each week. I commented on that because he got his first real start, I think, before the bye week. And subsequently, he has stepped up and he looks better and better every single week. And
let's be clear about something. Luckily for us, Jesse Bates' injury at the end there was not that was not too serious.
Yeah, that was, I don't know if they're ever going to, you got to do a better job acting when he sees that he needs the time. So he automatically just falls to the ground. How about hobbling a little bit and then taking a knee, like maybe your hamstring, maybe you got a cramp or something. There's better ways that somebody's got to talk to him, because if you're going to fake an injury to get the time out, you have to do better than that. That was the worst acting I've ever seen. What's that award they give out to the bad movies? He's the top of the list for that. I can't remember the buzzy. It's got some name.
That is some of the ones I saw in the World Cup here recently, watching the United States play.
Yeah,
and it wasn't the United States players. It was mostly it's the international teams for the most part. But what a nice win.
Yeah. Well, those are the guys that cover their face because underneath they're laughing because they know they're faking their injury. So they're covering their face in soccer.
What was the final score?
27-24.
So I think you said 30-24. I think Jake was 27-20. Jake was pretty close to 28-24 or something too, I think.
Yeah, we both had him at 30. So, but
and you went home. You were both homers, which was fine. I mean,
yeah.
we're really one of the better teams in the NFL when we play our game.
Yeah,
and we got to get the monkey off the back against the Browns. I hate that team.
Oh, no, that happens next week. Deshaun Watson, by the way, if you watch any of the morning game, because you had a chance, I don't know if you had the Sunday ticket, you watched it. Deshaun Watson looked rusty on some plays. He does have his feet, so he was able to scramble and stuff, but it was a crazy game in that the Browns did not score an offensive touchdown. So he doesn't have an offensive touchdown. The only offensive touchdown was scored by the Texans today. So let's keep that string going. I think this is the week we knock off the Browns. I think, and he had and Watson had a couple bad interceptions too. So at least one of them I remember in the end zone or in the red zone. So I'm looking forward to it. What's that?
Are we on the road or home?
We are home.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's two.
Halloween.
It goes 2-2-2-2. So was in Cleveland. Well, and going in, we played 2 on the road to start. Now this is the first of 2 home. Then we go 2 on the road, 2 home. So we're home for Buffalo and Baltimore. The important games, we go on the road for what? Tampa Bay, I think, and I can't remember what the other game is.
For sure.
Yeah, so.
I'm asking Riley, do you remember what the other game was? Yeah, I mean, just what a great win. And
this is huge.
Just like the way the team's playing ball. I mean, they're just playing good football right now.
Yeah, so can't say enough about the coaching staff. I can't say enough about the execution today. Like I said, my only complaint was early on we didn't make the plays to get off the field, but we overcame. And I'm so happy for Boyd, and I'm so happy that the not scoring before half and Boyd dropping the pass is all in the rearview mirror. Means nothing.
The 2 games Riley just pointed out to me, it's the Patriots. So you
have
that's right. In the box on
New England. Yeah,
2 kind of interesting games.
Yeah, but we come home for Buffalo, home for like I said, this is I'm looking division now. I said that on Thursday with Baltimore losing to Jacksonville and us tying them. Now we have the head-to-head. I'm not thinking wild card anymore. I was thinking wild card because of division record. I'm thinking division. Let's win the division, and let's get to the 1 seed.
Yeah, the one thing we talked about last year was that we just stayed healthy throughout the season.
Right.
Losing Awuzie was obviously a huge loss, but for the most part, even our injured players are back now. DJ, Chase. I mean, we stayed fairly. Logan Wilson missed some games, and we've stayed fairly healthy. And I'll tell you something else. I know we always talk about him every single show, so I'll mention him one more time today. You did not hear Eli Apple's name today. That's good Apple.
Yeah, that's good Apple.
Good Apple.
Yeah. Well, you didn't hear, for the most part, we didn't hear anything other than when Jonah got the 2 penalties on that one drive, and we overcame. That's the drive where Evans scores. So it didn't cost us. But other than that, you didn't hear a lot on either offensive line. The offensive lines for both teams played fairly well. But we just made the plays. There were a couple plays that were made, the strip fumble and getting the Chiefs off the field. And let's not and Harrison Butker missing that field goal to tie the game. I mean, that's not to say we don't kick the winner, at the end because we had the ball, but we wouldn't have started at the 45 without the miss. That miss was huge. So,
hey, Mark, tell them where they can find your stuff.
Yeah, you know what? Well, you find me on Twitter. You find me everywhere. LA Bengal fan. I forgot to change my name on the thing today, but you can find my stuff. Please subscribe if you don't subscribe. It's all we ask. This is a show by fans, for fans. So please just subscribe. And Heath, you want to push what you do, or does it says financial architect?
We've never talked about me. You can find me on Zoom talking to clients during the week. But
there you go. But hopefully, I don't know if you're available Thursday. You're welcome to join us if you can. Jake and I will be doing our previews as we always do on Thursday. We got the Browns game coming up. Jake will have all his PFF stats and everything, and we'll talk a little gambling. It's all good. So, like I said, if you don't subscribe, please subscribe. Watch Football Night in America. Chris Sims is going to have nothing but glowing things to say about us. It's funny how the week goes so much better. Yeah, it's so funny how the week goes so much better when we win. So with that, I'm going to say, hoo-day, everybody. Enjoy the win. Take care.